We are only a couple days away from Zhu Yuan's release in Zenless Zero, and I have already seen many people in my comments saying they don't know if they should go for Zhu Yuan or save for the 1.1 characters, Qingyi and Jane Doe. So today, I'll break down each one of these characters and give you all the information you should know and consider so you know which one is right for your account. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kate the 7th, and I'll be your host today. Let's start with Miss Bakery herself, Zhu Yuan. It is now no secret that Zhu Yuan will be a very powerful ether attack agent, and many of her pros and cons have already been stated by many other great YouTubers, and even in my last video, so go check it out if you haven't already. But to keep it short and simple, Zhu Yuan is going to be a phenomenal attack ether agent who specializes in mobility and area effect damage. And a huge upside is that her best support, Nicole, is a free-to-play agent that also happens to be on her banner. So for any players that are looking for a powerful second team to help push to the end stages of Qingyi defense, or anyone who has skipped Ellen Zhou, then picking up Zhu Yuan will be a very nice addition for your account, as she will serve you very well for a long time. But there are two other agents to consider coming soon right after Zhu Yuan. The first being Qingyi. Qingyi is shown to us in the story, and is also part of the N.E.P.S with Zhu Yuan. Now hoyoverse has not released any official info on Qingyi as of yet, but we can use what we already know to get the answers we are looking for. As in the story, we can see she's wielding a polearm, and electricity shoots out of it. And also when you use Zhu Yuan in Chapter 2, Qingyi will come out and do coordinated attacks alongside Zhu Yuan, and we can see the enemies are also hit with electric. So from this we can definitely say Qingyi will be an electric agent. And we can also easily say that Qingyi will not be an attack agent, as I do not believe we will have a limited attack agent anytime soon, seeing as Ellen Zhou and Zhu Yuan are both attack. So what could Qingyi possibly be? Well, the only two that make sense to me is Stun or Anomaly. Seeing that they would more than likely want Qingyi and Zhu Yuan to have synergy together, it is almost guaranteed in my mind that she will be one of these two class types, with Stun being the highest. But why would Stun make the most sense? When it comes to Zhu Yuan's best team upon her release, it is more than likely going to be Ambi and Nicole. And the easiest character to move out of this team is Ambi, and having a better agent at Ambi's spot can truly push Zhu Yuan's team to the next level, and arguably be the best team in the game. As the community is finally seeing just how powerful Disorder can truly be, and Ether and Electric have an incredible Disorder together. But the biggest reason Qingyi being a stun would be so valuable is because stun agents allow you to have access to your chain attacks, and also let your DPS have larger windows to attack the enemy when they're immobilized. While it is still too early to say which agent class in the game is currently the strongest, if you asked me which one I would vote for, it would most likely be the stun class, as whenever I play a team right now in Qingyi defense without a stun agent, I can feel the difference with them being gone, as it takes significantly longer to daze the bosses. And the more you daze an enemy, the more your DPS will shine. So you can help your Zhu Yuan be the best DPS she possibly can be by pairing them together. So I truly see Qingyi and Zhu Yuan being arguably the best duo in the game. However, if you don't want Zhu Yuan, will that diminish Qingyi's value? In my honest opinion, no. So long as Qingyi is a stun or anomaly, I believe she will still have incredible value, as these roles at the moment are limited. Especially if you were unlucky pulling Coleta, Lycan, or Grace, as having another limited S rank for one of these roles can be greatly beneficial for you. And also Zhu Yuan is not the only N.E.P.S coming up, as we also have Jane Doe and Seth as well. And as my friend Average Look Gamer has pointed out, you can potentially run a team of those three agents together. And if you haven't checked out Average Look Gamer's channel already, I'll leave a link in the description below. But speaking of Jane, let's move on to her next, as Jane is another fan favorite among the player base. So let's look and see what she can potentially bring to the table, with some things we can clearly see. Firstly, what will be Jane's element? So far we have gotten an ice, ether, and I strongly believe to be an electric agent. The only other choices are physical and fire, and when I look at Jane in the preview that we have seen, she is wielding daggers. And these daggers really remind me of the weapons that Nekomata use. And speaking of Nekomata, one of her best teammates currently is Piper, and as amazing as Piper is, I can really see them making a better version of Piper for this team, to now enhance the physical team to a new level. And when it comes to potential class for Jane Doe, I would think of a stun since physical does not have one, but at the same time Anomaly also makes a lot of sense when I go back to the Piper point, and physical does happen to be the element that can easily get away with no stun agent, due to the assault reaction. I personally cannot see Jane being attack, defense, or support, so for me, my guess is either a physical stun or anomaly. Now if you are free to play or low spender, and you can only get one or maybe two of these units, how do you decide? I believe if you do not have Ellen Zhou, then Zhu Yuan will be the highest priority. When it comes to the later parts of the game, you will need more DPS to help you clear stages easier, and getting Zhu Yuan will greatly benefit you. I also believe Qingyi will be the highest priority if you are lacking Lycan or Coleta, as I really do think she'll be a stun agent, and having Ambi for one team and Qingyi for the other will help fill out your teams a lot, as Qingyi being electric can also be ran with an attack agent that really wants a stun agent on their team, such as Anton for example. Also Qingyi will have even more priority if you want to make the strongest version of Zhu Yuan's team, as Qingyi and Zhu Yuan will be a dynamic duo for the foreseeable future. Jane will be the highest priority if you main any of the physical attack agents, such as Nekomata, Billy, and Korin, as Jane now has the potential to take all these agents to a new height. Also for my Soldier 11 mains, if Jane is an anomaly agent, then putting them together will make for an even more powerful version of the Soldier 11 Piper Disorder team, with Lucy as a support agent. This team is so strong because of the fire and physical disorder, and having an agent that can do Piper's job but significantly better can also make Soldier 11 jump up in the tier list. So I'll leave a link to a video showcasing this powerful team in the description below, so you can see for yourself just how strong it really is and what Jane can potentially do for it in the future. And also, if you still aren't sold on disorder damage, then you can check out my friend Roa's video on the topic as well in the description, as I believe we are going to be in disorder meta for a very long time in Zenless Zone Zero. But at the end of the day, just look at the agents you not only currently have, but are also willing to raise, and ask yourself, do I need another DPS? Or would a more supportive sub DPS agent be better for my account? This should greatly help you in determining who and what to go for the next few banners. As for my own personal account, my highest priority will be Jane, as she is the agent that can help me the most currently. But this is mostly due to me not really needing a new DPS in Zhu Yuan at the moment, and I already have multiple stun agents on my account as well. So getting Jane Doe, who I believe will be able to enhance my Nekomata and make that team a lot stronger than it currently is for Shiyu defense, is very valuable for me. The N.E.P.S are looking to become one of the strongest factions in the game, and also have many fan favorites, so it's completely understandable to want multiple of these characters. But if you are just trying to get the most value out of your wishes in Zenless Zone Zero, then each one of these characters can bring something different to your account. If you do not have the pools to obtain all these characters, I urge you to please not give in to FOMO, or aka, the fear of missing out. And I will continue to preach this till the end of time for Zenless Zone Zero, as all 3 of these characters will return one day, and not having them right away is okay. And also remember, there are even more amazing characters coming after these 3, so listen out for more new info on upcoming characters, and make sure you really want these characters before you pull them, as hearing people in my comment section say they regret getting characters in the past, not only for Zenless Zone Zero, but for other games as well, is completely heartbreaking. Pull the character you know for sure you will enjoy and use for a long time. I also have an announcement today that I will be part of a collab with other Zenless Zone Zero content creators exactly 1 week after Zhu Yuan's release, and you definitely don't want to miss it, because we will go over a lot of things concerning characters, the game, and the overall future for Zenless Zone Zero, so be sure to stay tuned for that as well. My Discord is almost at 300 members at the time of recording, so please be sure to join, as we have a very active community, and also any future giveaways will be announced there as well. So also go check me out on Twitter at Qingyi7th, and be sure to hit the subscribe button for more Zenless Zone Zero content. And as always, my name is Qingyi7th, and with that, I'm signing out.